before you did Boys in the Hood, and I want to make sure I got my timeline right.
Yep.
I know at some point you worked with Suave House.
Yeah, that was before. Okay, that was between the times of when like the 95s and the 96. This when I signed Rick Ross over there. Cause I signed Rick Ross in 96.
Yep.
97. And I took Ross to Suave House. First I had an artist, first Left Eye and I, we had an artist by the name of Lil Noah. You know, and Lil Noah, we took him to this, it was a talent search on MTV called The Cut. And so we ran him through. He came, number 2. He was a 14-year-old rapper. I was trying to get some of that Bow Wow money. And and that, that kind of, I was seeing, I was starting to learn how the music business works within relationships. It's just bigger than the money you have, the pool you got. It's all about relationships. And I was just starting to learn that with Noah. And so Greg Street introduced me to Tony Draper, Suave House. And so I went over there, Draper made me president. So I worked on Barnum J.G. albums, Tina albums, Crown Boss albums. Then Tony wanted to do like a new album, you know what I'm saying, like for the new artists. And Noah and Rick Ross, which was Teflon Don at the time, was on Suave House.
Okay, let's stop there for a second because I want to tap in on a couple of names that they deserve way more credit than they get. Number one, Tony Draper.
Absolutely. That's the Don.
There you go. That's the Don.
That's the Don
right
there.
Shout to Tony Draper. This is a man that's behind so many artists that we know and love. 8-Ball, MJG, Tila, Big Mike, Crime Boss.
Yeah.
And you had the opportunity to sign Rick Ross over there.
Yeah.
So shout to Tony. I think he's a person that don't get enough credit.
Yeah.
And then your brother, my brother, Mr. Greg Street.
Absolutely.
I didn't realize that Greg is an institution.
Oh man,
in Southern hip hop.
Well, if people could just pick up the pieces he just throw away, you'll be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? That boy
I'm
genius.
gonna tell you something. He's a genius. I tell Greg all the time. Greg remind me of Andre Harrell because if you knew Andre, if he wasn't nothing else, he was a visionary. This was a guy who could see things that wasn't there.
Yeah.
And, that's why him and Puff made such a good team because Puff was the executor.
Yeah.
Andre was the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Andre could see something and feed it to Puff, get a handoff, and Puff would run with it.
Yeah.
Like you said, people can become millionaires off the things that Greg just throw away. His ideas are incredible.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is his gift, man. So you're over there, you rise up to the ranks of president at Suave House. How does that happen?
Draper just, Draper saw some work ethic. He just saw, like I was gonna make it with or without him. That's what he said. He said, man, one thing about you, dog, I just saw the killing instinct. You're gonna do this shit with or without anybody. So he just put him in position like a real one should. Like you see one that got it, put him in position. That's what we don't do these days. We don't empower the people that we know could take our job. Chip one scared of that. You know what I'm saying? Like these A&Rs who really flunkies, some of these people can't even sign nobody these days without going to their boss, going to they well, I'm gonna keep it political. They can't sign nobody, so they tend to play with these artists' careers and shit, and they can't really do nothing. They just there to babysit the situation instead of just telling people that. Just tell them you're a babysitter. You know what I'm saying? You can't really do shit. Your boss, if Craig Cameron and all these boys that really like, and I say Craig's name because Craig one of the realest, most thoroughest CEO or chairman in this game. Craig 1,000. Craig don't play with you. He never played with me. So I've been getting money with Craig for damn near 20 years. He never played not one game with you. Craig is the type of guy that will empower people. But a lot of people around, a lot of other people, they just have you there just to babysit the artist, take him in the studio, get all the shit like you're supposed to, turn it in. That's what you are. Don't resent the power that you can change people's lives, because you really can't. An artist can change your life. And that's what the artist got to understand. You work for me. And once they understand that, they'll get way further than dealing with these fake ass A&Rs. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
So let me ask you this: you signed Ross over there,
Yep.
Suave House, but he eventually made a move to Slip and Slide in Def Jam. How did that happen? Was it just too packed on that roster?
No, it's like I think Draper had got to a point in his life where he wanted to just separate from the music business, and he just and him and Ross worked something out. Then me and Greg, sit down and was like, yo, let's take him to Ted. Ted was running Slip and Slide down in Miami, and Ted had a relationship. So you got to think, Shakir Stewart was like my little brother. He was over there at noontime. So Shake had finally got a job at Def Jam. So we kind of, like politically where Ted and Shake was partners, and we just walked the deal through them. You know what I'm saying? So me and Greg took it to Ted. Ted was like, yeah, I'm with it. Ted and Draper, worked out the politics of it. And then we took it to Shake, and Shake walked it in.
Okay, kept it in the family the whole way.
Absolutely, all the way. And me and Ross brothers to this day.
Still brothers. Ross still good.
Absolutely.
Ross got the biggest house on the block down there.
Absolutely, boy.
It's good to be Ross friend.
Absolutely. Solid, but I saw it coming though. I mean, like I knew he was gonna get that big ass house. He was gonna get the bigger house on the block too. That's why I never put him in Boys in the Hood, because I saw him a little bit more than that.
Got you. Okay, you spoke about Show Enough Records earlier. Yep. So I want to double back to that for a second.
Yeah.
That's a company you and Jazzy Faye founded that?
Yeah, me, Jazzy Faye, and Noonie. Noonie is the owner of Noonie.
Okay. Okay. Y'all put out Ciara.
Yeah.
Through that label.
Yeah.
Ciara Blow.
Yeah.
Did you know Ciara was gonna become what she became?
Absolutely, she was a star. She came and she was a dancer. She wasn't even a singer. She was a dancer in this group. As Jazz said, Block, you gotta see this girl that's in the group. She's a dancer, but she's a superstar. And so I met her the next day. I said, yeah, let's do it. He said, well, let's do a couple of records on her. And we put a couple of records on. Then we let LA hear, and the LA flew us up, but she performed, killed it. She murdered the performance. Jumped on LA Reid this, motherfucking twerking, and it was over. LA said she signed. 3 songs out of that.
Damn.